It's Friday, it's Friday, it's the end of the week, your last day. Now KB, it's on you. Now what you gonna do? I'm gonna get my drink on, I'm gonna get my pot on, I'm gonna get my chill on all weekend long. So get your drink on, get your pot on, get your chill on all weekend long. If you from Memphis and you used to listen to the radio back in high school, by my age group, you know what that is. The radio I used to love that. I used to be, I'm gonna get my all weekend long. It's Friday, y'all. This week has been an interesting week. It's been an interesting week at home and at work. So every time I be like, yeah, I'm gonna get these reviews done on this day, it never turns out that way. So hey y'all, hey, it's your girl KB back again with another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I really plan to get my life together this weekend. I still ain't found the cord to plug my little ring light up. I still ain't been outside to get my little backdrop. I still ain't done nothing to this room yet. I just be coming home and plopping down on the couch, y'all. I just be trying to enjoy that little 30, 45 minutes of chill before Melina gets home. Cause ain't no more chill when she get home. Ain't no more chill, baby. So yeah, I just figured let me get these reviews out. I planned in my head, I had planned to do this review, Love and Marriage Huntsville, as well as Love During Lockup. But y'all, I ain't took my nan notes for the last episode of Love During Lockup. So it's probably just gonna be doubled up Sunday or Monday from last week's episode, and then the episode that's gonna come on tonight, because I'm gonna have to do all my notes out this weekend. So I probably just go ahead and double that one up. It's probably gonna be long. The last episode wasn't given like this, so it'd probably be a regular size episode. But yeah, y'all, we are here for Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 8, episode 2. Okay, 2 parent household, 2 parent household. Martell all interview. Okay, just since we here, because I'm, as I just finished talking about time constraints, how I don't have the time to just do a lot of videos. I sure be wondering, because like one of my favorite YouTubers, she be just pumping out videos, and she got like a newborn at home. I be like, girl, give me the secret. Give me the secret of how you got the time to be pumping out all these videos. Do your husband have a baby like 24/7? Do you got a live-in nanny? Like, she be pumping the videos out. And I'm like, girl, my baby a big kid, and she don't let me do all that. She don't let me do all that. When she come home, y'all saw her on that video a few weeks ago. She came right in there with them pictures that she colored for me, and she was like, yeah, girl, let me show you my stuff. So she don't be allowing for me to be away from her for too long. I think I'm gonna clip that little thing and make an intro and like have her little spot, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, because it's just so cute, and I would like to see it and have that kind of cemented in my life. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one of these days. Anywho, that's like, we 5 minutes in and I ain't got to the show yet, y'all. But this is the catch-up. I figured I'd give the catch-up on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because this is the video that gets the most views on my channel. So might as well fill the people in here, okay? But yeah, y'all, there has been a lot going on in the Love and Marriage Huntsville universe. Apparently, Martell has been, what's the word? Is it indicted? He's been found guilty for them harassing communications. Okay, he tries to play it off like she had me arrested for some text messages. No, she had you arrested for threatening to release intimate videos of her, because that is, you know, illegal these days, okay? Revenge porn is illegal. So you threatening to do that, although you didn't go all the way, it is still threatening and harassing communications. I would hate it for the kids, because he does have the kids. I think they like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks with him, 2 weeks with her. But Martell, oh, I hate to say this, because I don't be wanting to say this about black men, y'all. I really don't. I don't be wanting to see our black men behind bars. But Martell might need to do a little time. Martell might need to do a little 60 days, a little 30 days, a little 15 days, something. Because he needs to understand, like, nobody got you arrested but you. You threatened that girl with that video. You knew you were wrong. I hate when people start in the middle. Don't start in the middle on how I replied to something that you did. Start at the beginning. Start at the point where you gave them videos to Ariana and told her you was going to release them, and you threatened Melody. Start there. Don't start with Melody getting you locked up, because you got you locked up, okay? So I know he's still not gonna get it, even if he does spend a little time behind bars. He's just gonna see it as, Melody did this to me. Why would she do this to me? We got kids together. She gonna have to tell our kids one day that you had their daddy locked up. I can hear it now, but I would still like to see him spend a little bit of time. He can do his little 2 week stint like Ayana on Love During Lockup is hoping for. But he has to learn that his actions have consequences. He truly thinks that he does no wrong and everybody just does stuff to him, and he's replying. No, that's not how any of this goes. Regardless of how your mama try to sell it to you to make you feel better, that's just not how any of this goes. But anyway, oh, also y'all, Destiny done had to turn herself in as well. I think it was like identity theft and identity fraud. And I'm wondering, are these just like layover charges from when she had to turn herself in because her ex-husband said that she was illegally using his name and information on her, what was it, like a power bill, a water bill or something like that, which is outrageous to me. Destiny, we all knew from the first time you and, what was that man's name? LeBaric. From the first time you and LeBaric came on that screen together and y'all sat at that dinner table with Melody and Martell, that relationship did not need to be. He was so condescending, so controlling in the way that he talked to you and about you. I really hate that you got married, you had that baby with him, and he's treating you this way. Because then they break up like right after the baby, y'all. It's insane to me that he would really send her to jail over her using his name on a power bill. Even if she did do it fraudulently, that's something you can take up personally with her, okay? You don't go get that lady arrested when she has your child. And are you even coming to get your child if she does get locked up for using your name on utilities in the house where your child is living? A real man would never, okay? A real man would never. It's Friday, y'all. I got my Mimosa. Y'all see I got my little sweetened orange in there. If you new here, my Mimosa, it is Prosecco. It is a sweetened orange from Trader Joe's. And it is, I think it's the blueberry pomegranate green tea from Trader Joe's. That is my Mimosa. It is so good. I love it so much. It is my go-to drink. My husband be drinking on them too, drinking up all my Mimosa stuff. My baby be drinking the tea and be wanting to eat my oranges. She don't have no Prosecco, of course. I'm be trying to call the people on me. We ain't on that over here. But yeah, y'all, we're 10 minutes in. Let's get to the actual episode. So, episode 2 picks up where it left off at Carlos King's live show. He was sitting there talking to Melody. Like I said, he donned her prom queen because she never went to prom. So she's got the sash on, she's got the crown on. And I was like, I was truly wondering why in the preview she had that crown on. But it makes sense. Carlos King donned her the queen. Okay, we get it. You love yourself some Melody. Well, he announces, he begins talking about Sonny and Moses. Moses is Destiny's ex. Sonny is Destiny's ex-producer on the show. They came into a relationship and now they are married. So y'all, he brings them out. Melody is looking like, first she's like, oh, hey, y'all. You know, she's pleasant. Oh, hey, y'all. She hugs and everything. But once they sit down and he really starts interviewing them, she looks so uncomfortable that it is hilarious to me. So he's asking them questions about how this relationship came to be. Y'all, between this scene and when Sonny sat down with the ladies, it was just so much contradiction going on. She was super defensive on that stage and she was not apologetic and she was really coming in hot and heavy like somebody did her wrong. Like, girl, you the floozy bad friend in this situation. Why you coming in like somebody did something to you is beyond me. They up there going over the alleged timeline of them coming to be. I think Destiny said they got together 5 months after they broke off, but Moses is up here saying that he never really broke up with Destiny. He just stopped talking to her. It was weird. She's up there talking about how Destiny didn't, what was the word? Did they say cater to him or was there another word? I'm gonna just say cater. Destiny didn't cater to him and she catered to her man. I catered to my man. That's why he with me. Carlos was like, well, you didn't go on the reunion with Destiny, but you're here with Sonny. And Sonny's like, well, he gonna show up for who matters. She's just doing the most. It's like, okay, girl, you're the wife. We get it. We get it. Sonny is in confessional saying that she didn't expect all the boos and the heckles. And I'm like, why wouldn't you, girl? Why wouldn't you expect people to boo you and not like you? Did you think that because there were a lot of Destiny haters that they would just automatically latch on to you and like you? That's not how any of this goes. If anything, Sonny, my dear, you and that forehead may have single-handedly converted all of those Destiny haters to Destiny fans, or at least Destiny sympathizers, because y'all was dead wrong for getting together and getting married like that. You was something like a friend to her. Even if you don't want to admit that's your friend, we see later on where you kind of explain that y'all had friendship, but we'll get there. So that was the live show, y'all. Sonny and Moses up there trying to defend and make excuses for their relationship. Next, we see Marceau and Maurice confront Martell about him talking too much in interviews. It literally goes nowhere because Martell thinks that he is justified in his actions since Melody had him arrested. Okay, they trying to tell him that you can't change nobody's mind. No matter what you say or what you do, you're not gonna make them feel a way about Melody if they already like her and feel a way about you. Like, sir, you're just fanning the flames and making her supporters go harder. You're just laying out the case on why she had to divorce you. He is basically trying to say, y'all don't know the situation I'm in. Y'all ain't never been here. Why would y'all wouldn't let nobody talk down on your name like this? And I can only take so much. I have to respond. I'm gonna show them who she really is. All this extra stuff. Marceau is like, I was in that situation. I was in that position. I know what you're going through. Martell is like, No, you wasn't. Like, you didn't get divorced. Marcel said, well, I decided to stay in my marriage. I said, wait a minute, we got to put a pin in that. So, what exactly are you saying, Marcel? Because you said so much and so little all at the same time. What situation were you in with Tisha where you had to, you know, make this tough decision on whether y'all were getting a divorce and whether y'all were staying together? Because let y'all tell it, y'all relationship ain't all that hard, huh? So I'm very interested in that, and I hope that circles back around, at least in a confessional. Production, y'all not doing y'all job. It should have split screen right from that moment and been like, so what situation were you talking about when you told Martell that you were in that situation and you decided to keep your marriage? It should have flipped. It should have flipped right there to Marcel in a confessional, addressing that. Okay? Carlos King, get your team together. If you're going to give the tea, give the tea. And make it a mimosa. Okay? Spill the tea mosa. It's so good. Okay. Anyway, where am I? Martell, like I already said this, Martell is always starting in the middle and not the beginning where he made the initial offense. Takes no accountability. It's his mama's fault. We see on these scenes, his mama is always sitting there making excuses for him. In the beginning, when she first came on the show earlier in the seasons when Martell and Melody was still married, it seems like she held him accountable a little bit more. But now, I think because she feels she's mad that Melody really had the nerve to divorce him. That's what it's given. So now that Melody has had the nerve to divorce him and split up the family and the kids got to go here to here, I think now she just jumps onto Martell's side. Because A, that's her son, and B, she sees her son doing more than what her baby daddy or husband did. So he's still a good man, Savannah, in her eyes, because he's there for his kids, you know. So, but I'm just like, girl, being there for your kids don't mean you a good man overall. A good man wouldn't threaten to release revenge, PORN, on his ex-wife, okay? Okay. Next, we see Stormy is talking to Kiki because apparently Kiki was leaking info to the blogs before it happened on TV. And of course, the cast is upset about it because that's the problem with this show in general. So I get them being mad at Kiki, but other cast members have done this. They do not respect the show enough to let it play out on TV. They will get on live, they will get in those Instagram comments, they will get on their Instagram stories and just let the chopper sing how they're mad about this or who did that. And they just have no respect for the show and letting things play out on the show. But Kiki, you as a newbie and you barely should be here as is, you definitely can't be just straight out spilling storylines that don't even concern you. At least when other people were doing it, it was something that they were reacting to viscerally because somebody did something to them and they want to get their side out. You just telling tea just to tell tea. So I can understand why they are annoyed. With Kiki, mind you, I don't even know what they're talking about. Okay, I don't really be in the blogs like that. I might watch a few YouTubers when they review these things, but I don't be knowing what happens because Love and Marriage Huntsville just has too much stuff going on to keep up with it on and off the show. So Kiki claims that she didn't go to the bloggers. She confided in her mother, and her mother talked to the bloggers thinking that she can trust them. That don't even sound logical, Kiki. That don't even sound logical. You are like 2-3 seasons in at this point. You, your mama, your husband, your auntie, your uncle, everybody knows that we go to the blogger and talk about what for why. You're going to twist it and you're going to make me either A, look like the bad guy, or B, get attacked by my castmates because I came to you to say these things. So Stormy ain't buying it and neither are we. Even further, Stormy is upset because she's like, girl, I'm the one that's been standing up for you. When everybody else is like, why is she here? Or she gotta go home. I've been the one standing up for you. So you making me look bad at this point because you're ruining the integrity of the show. And I'm like, yeah, Stormy. Yeah, you the one that latched on to Kiki like she's some project because she felt this kinship to Kiki because, like she mentioned, that the barbecue when Kiki threw the drink, she has a friend who was dealing with substance abuse as well, and her and this friend were very, very close. So she feel like she couldn't help the friend. She want to try to help Kiki. That's what it's given. But Stormy is seeing now like, no, Kiki is very layered. You got to dig a little bit deeper and understand why. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Okay? Okay. Next, we see Kimmy invites Tisha out for drinks. Tisha's all, oh, hey, girl, da da da. And then up pops Sunny and her forehead, y'all. Tisha is stunned. Tisha's like, oh, wow, didn't know she was coming. This is what we're doing, Kimmy? This is what we're doing, production? Y'all want me to sit here and talk to her? Oh, okay. So Kimmy does her little pleasantries. She's so, well, just tell us how, this all happened, girl. Spill the beans. Girl, they on the way to get my baby. My baby not even here. But by the time they get here, she should be here. My baby going to my DD house for the weekend. I'm not finna tell them to not come. Because even if she ain't here by the time they get here, baby, I would just sit and talk to... She just got home. I was like, I just sit and talk to him. It's my daddy. I love my daddy. But she just got home, so they'll be here in about 20, 30 minutes. Y'all, Melina might bust in because I didn't shut the hall to her. And I'm a little tip, so I'm talking a little loud. So she probably gonna bust in and be like, Mommy. So y'all might see Lena today. So Kimmy, Tisha, Sunny in her forehead. Kimmy does her little pleasantries like, hey girl, so you and Moses, how did that happen? Weren't you and Destiny friends? Yes, girl, just spill the beans, okay? Tell us all. This is your moment. The cameras are here and seen. So Sunny gets to yapping. Sunny claims that she has no loyalty to Destiny because they weren't friends. But later on in this same very conversation, she says how she would pay for stuff for Destiny. So girl, why you paying for stuff for this lady if this not your friend? Is it Uchi Wally or is it one Mike? Okay? You're not making no sense here. So she's standing firm on the fact that she was not friends with her. Well, maybe we were developing a friendship and da-da-da. And they were like, yeah. It was just so much in this conversation that contradicted what they said on the CK live show, CK being Carlos King. She claims that her and Moses didn't exchange numbers until months after the breakup. But like I said, Moses said that Destiny didn't even know that they was broken up. He just ghosted the girl. Tisha called this girl trifling like 2-3 times to her face. It was cracking me up because she was like, that's just kind of trifling and da 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 da. The first time, Sunny just kind of let it slide, like, whatever. The second time, she was like, okay, it wasn't trifling, da 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 da. And Tisha was just looking like, no, girl, trifling. It's not trifling, it's life. I hate that that's the way I had to meet my husband, but now that's my husband, and we love each other, and this my man. Moses, even though he was her man when I met him, but he was also her man when I met him. So she was technically a side chick, okay? But it's like, why would you even want to marry a man who would play women like that at this big age? At this big age, you playing women to where you got a side chick. It's not like you just was dating, you got a side chick. So she just seems desperate. It's just definitely giving desperate because you stuck through, you fought through all the side chicks, all the other women that he was allegedly with, and you offered him this deal. You presented this deal to him that he just could not get refused. He just couldn't refuse it. Y'all didn't even have a really like an engagement. Y'all just said, hey, let's get married. And that to me is giving clout chasing. It's giving clout chasing because for what reason other than to make a splash and get on this show would you rush and get married? That's mommy. What other reason than getting on this show would you have to just rush and get married? Like I said, y'all, she's truly not understanding how crazy she looks, but you know, Tisha is there to remind her. Trifling. She got a girl trifling to her face. Tisha was standing on business. Tisha was visibly disgusted with this woman, and she wanted to make sure that she conveyed that message. She couldn't hide her face. She couldn't put on the pleasantries like Kimmy do because she wasn't prepared for this. This got her off guard, and so she just had to be who she is. And that person is telling Sunny that she's trifling. Also, they mentioned, this is what I forgot to mention from the live show. They mentioned on the live show that Destiny was putting her career first and not focusing on Moses. That's what she's supposed to do. Especially with a baby in the mix. She gotta provide for herself and also a baby. She's supposed to put her career first. But you know, he got a girl like Sunny who apparently quit her whole job to be with him in hopes of getting this new job of being on the show. So I guess he found what he was looking for, child. I guess he found what he was looking for. What's next? That's it for that part. I think that was kind of it for that conversation. It was just Sunny putting her foot in her mouth over and over, just contradicting everything she said in the next breath. So the last scene of this episode, Melody has a sit down with Kiki about leaking that info. Melody is like, girl, this is my life. This is my job. This is my check. This is how I feed my kids. And you putting that in jeopardy by running to the blogs and telling business that you don't need to be telling, okay? And I'm just like, Melody, you the main one that do this. Granted, it be your business that you telling, but you be the main one getting on the blogs, getting on live to tell what's happening with you and Martell before it airs. So hi pot, meet kettle. But you know, Melody is definitely chastising Kiki about this. You were supposed to use this platform to sell your book. You were supposed to use this platform to elevate yourself. But literally all Kiki has done since she came on there is tarnish her image, trying to tarnish her cousin's entire existence. You trying to talk so terrible about Letitia, you tarnishing yourself, Kiki. We've learned way more about you and your happenings than we should know. Like Kiki is a professor at somebody's school. And I'm like, what class she teaching? What school? I'm not to say that she couldn't be a teacher. She's being smart. She went to school. Okay, cool. But it's like for you to be a professor and you come on the show acting the way you did, I can't imagine her going back in the classroom and her students not making jokes about this or addressing this or straight up asking in the middle of class, so why you throw that drink on your cousin? You know what I mean? Like, kids is crazy. Even if they is college kids, they still kids. Kids is crazy like that. So I'm just like, what is your day-to-day like working in that space now that you are on this show acting a fool? So Melody Melody is kind of hypocritical in this moment because she's saying, yes, I brought you on the show so that you can elevate yourself, talk about your book, yada, yada, yada. But it's like, Melody, you brought her on this show to be an adversary to Tisha because you are getting along with Tisha. She don't like Tisha, even though that's her cousin. And you wanted to exploit that. You wanted to get somebody that can come in and start the unsavory conversations about Letitia so you didn't have to. So that you can just amen corner it and chime in when you wanted to. You brought her in to be that mouthpiece to do what you didn't want to do. So you didn't have to get your hands dirty with Kiki around. But at this point, Mel is just like, you can't be my friend no more, okay? I'm over it. You're doing too much. Thank you for your services. No, I don't think you heard me. Thank you for your services. I'm like, did she Shawnee O'Neal her right face? I saw somebody else on YouTube say this, and I was like, that's exactly how I felt too. She definitely Shawnee O'Neal'd her, like Shawnee O'Neal did Brandy. Was it Brandy? Brandy on Basketball Wives when she was over her. Thank you for your services. But Carlos King said on his live, Melody does not have the power to fire anybody, yada, yada, yada. But I'm like, if she don't want her on that show no more, we know you're going to listen to Melody. Okay, so stop with the cockamamie. Okay, stop playing. Kiki can't be trusted though. Everybody is saying that Kiki is unhinged from the past of substance abuse, from how she's treating her own cousin Letitia, from the alleged stealing from the where what's that, Home Depot or whatever. It's just Kiki is a bad look overall for this show. Yeah, they keep up some mess, but not mess like this. So I can see why. Well, half the cast was already feeling a way about her being here. Remember when Tiffany was just like, basically like, oh, she is so beneath us. Why is she here? Oh my gosh, why is she here? But yeah, y'all, it was just too much. It was just getting real pathetic with the way she would come at Letitia. It's like Kiki didn't have a storyline of her own to talk about unless it was talking about how Marceau was cheating on Tisha. Tisha was doing somebody dirty, and it's just like, it's crazy, y'all, because if you remember back when we met Kiki, Kiki was coming at Kimmy for not having Tisha's back. So she was playing the whole united front role just to be on camera, just to switch it all up when she gets a spot on the show. That's another thing when it made me like, we see that you phony and you fake and you messy. This ain't the best show for that. Don't get me wrong, it's people on this cast that's phony, fake, and messy, but they don't lead with that. They have a little bit more layers to themselves. Some of them, a little bit more layers to themselves, to where that's not the only thing that they're portraying. That is all we see of Kiki, and I'm sure there is more that has been filmed, but production's gonna pick what they want to pick. I would have liked to see little side clips of Kiki at work. We could just see a class letting out and Kiki gathering her books. We could see that little mini scene of Kiki telling her class what's for homework or your papers due next class. We didn't see layers for Kiki. And like I said, that might not be her fault. That might be production's fault of just making her this one-dimensional character, because she came in so heavy in that dimension that, baby, don't nobody want to see nothing else. But yeah, y'all, I've been talking on here for 35 minutes. As y'all can hear, my baby is home. And as y'all heard me say earlier, I don't say stepmama. I don't say stepmama. I say my daddy's fiance, or I just call her by her name. But there's no shade. I love her down. But she texted me and said they on the way. So let me go, spend a little 5-10 minutes with my Pookie Poo. Oh, my nail lady June calendar about to open. I need to figure out what day I'm gonna go spend a little time with my little Pookie Poo before my daddy gets here to pick her up for the weekend, y'all. We have to record some episodes of Hood Health Report this weekend. We're finishing up season 5 this weekend. So I think I'm going to get into the habit of finishing recording a whole season before I drop the first episode, and spending more time in between the seasons on just kind of collecting myself, figuring stuff out. And also, what else I was going to say? The next season will be dropping the top of next month. So that first week in June, I think that's when we'll start releasing season 5, and then we'll have one more season a year. So at first I was wanting to do 4 seasons a year, but that's a lot of schedules to coordinate for the recording dates. So I think I'm just gonna do 3 seasons a year, 3 seasons, 8 episodes of seasons each year. I think that's what we're aiming for. Y'all, please check out Hood Health Report on this channel. It is my baby. It is my heart and soul. I am an epidemiologist. That's what I got my master's in. I truly love being a disease detective and just getting to the bottom of some of these issues. So I would truly, truly, truly love the support on that playlist. It's I feel like it's important topics that everybody can learn a little something about. So share the playlist, watch the playlist, save the playlist, like this video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share it with a friend who watched this show or any other thing that I review, or friends that are in the health field. Make sure they get a hold of this channel and just, support your girl. All it takes is a like or a subscribe. I can't even ask for no money yet because I need 500. I need 500 of y'all subscribe and a few more watch hours to get the super chatting going. So y'all make sure y'all support your girl. Until next time, bye-bye.